Good morning. Welcome to Mantra 108, where we're working our way through 21 days of a mantra for healing and bringing new perspective to our troubled relationships, our struggling relationships, those relationships that may be a little or a lot disharmonious. So, good morning, Bianca. So I'm going to answer some questions of Bianca's and some others. I'll wait just a couple of minutes to see if others show up this morning. Sometimes it's a little bit of a late delay, so if you have your tea handy, have a little tea with me, and we'll wait just a moment here before we get started. So something that I'm doing in my physical life right now is I'm going to start a garden with my husband, and I'm very excited about that. I'm a brand newbie, as is he, with gardening. We've never done gardening before. We always buy all the wonderful, luscious, organic vegetables and things at the market, but we haven't grown them ourselves. So this is going to be through, there we go. I'm so sorry. My internet went bye-bye for a minute. So it looks like a few of you are with me now. So I'll go ahead and start what I wanted to talk about this morning. So I've been getting some back channel requests or questions actually about the physicality of our practice. Some of you are asking me about the proper pacing for our mantra. I think you may notice or may have noticed that sometimes I start out at a faster pace with our mantra, and then by the end it's a much slower pace. And this is, I think, very common. One of the reasons that I set the tempura drone is to keep us on a musical tone, a vocal tone that is consistent. Good morning, Cindy. And hi, Jill and Holly. And I can't see the other names that are there. I know that there are a few of you with me, but sometimes I can't see who's there right away. So what I was saying is I set the drone to keep us on the right pitch, because it's very common when people are chanting mantra to start out at a certain pitch, and for some strange reason our voice goes lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, and pretty soon we're chanting the mantra way down here. So I set that drone to keep us at a consistent pitch with our mantra. Not that it's necessary to really stay at that consistent pitch, but it helps to not drop the voice very, 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 very deeply throughout the mantra. But about pacing, I want to answer the question about pacing and breath, when you should take your breath during a mantra. So the pacing, whether we're doing the mantra slowly or quickly, this particular mantra, Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ, or Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. One was slower, one was quicker. You could even go even quicker. Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. All of those are correct. All of those are just fine. Some mornings when I come to my altar to do my personal practice, I might be in a physical, emotional, mind space, body space, where it just feels very nice to chant my mantra slowly. And so I'll do that. Some mornings I feel a little more awake, a little more enlivened. It feels like I might want to chant it quickly. That's fine too. Or some mornings, if I feel sluggish, I might want to chant my mantra a little more quickly to kind of enliven my physicality a little bit and wake it up. Any of that is fine. The thing that we do have to pay attention to is the meter within the mantra and the tone within the mantra, because those are all prescribed. And particularly when we chant a Vedic mantra, that is a very specifically prescribed svara, which is the tone of the mantra. And any of the Sanskrit mantras are very prescribed because the pace of the individual letters, the individual syllables are very important, because as I pointed out earlier in what I've taught you, there are some letters of the Sanskrit alphabet that have one beat, and there are some that have two beats. And hi, Angela. It's important that we keep within that prescription, because if we don't, we're not chanting it in proper Sanskrit, and then it changes the meaning, it changes the flavor. And as I've said before, the sound vibration when we're chanting in Sanskrit is the form of what we're chanting. So if we're chanting about healed relationships, if we're chanting about bringing relationship into harmony, if we're not chanting it in the appropriate Sanskrit manner, Sanskrit prescription, then it changes the meaning, it changes the flavor, it changes things, and then suddenly we're not really chanting about this harmonious relationship that we're seeking. So, so the meter within, that's the rhythm within the mantra is important. So, as an example, the proper rhythm within this mantra is Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ, because you notice that little line over the Mitraya. That means that has two counts instead of one count that the other words have. And there's also a little line over the 𝐸, which looks like an I, 𝐸, in Śrīm. So, Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. Yeah? Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. So those kinds of, all of that meter, all of that rhythm within the mantra is very important. But how quickly or slowly you do the whole mantra is not important. So we can do it, if we're doing it quickly, Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. If we're doing it slowly, Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. So you understand the difference. The meter within the mantra is important. The pace of the overall mantra, the pace of the 108 repetitions of our mantra, that's not important. Now what about breath? Bianca asked me, when do I take a breath? And so breath is important in the practice, because if we run out of breath, we may not be able to hold those notes, those appropriate longer held notes, the length that we need to hold them or should hold them. So, so breath is important, and a full breath is important, because these Sanskrit sounds should just kind of float on the breath. So we don't want to be forcing things like, so I haven't taken a good full breath now. Listen to me try to chant this mantra. Oh, I ran out of breath right there. So for this short mantra, I think that at least for my breath practice, I can take a nice full breath in between each of the rounds of the mantra. Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. So that works well for me. But you have to take that nice full breath in between each of the repetitions of the mantra. Now, before this mantra, our last 21-day practice was working with a much longer mantra. So you couldn't possibly get that whole mantra into one breath. So my pacing for that with my breath would be more like this. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam eva vashishyate. So I would pick a place in the mantra that felt like a natural pause to take another inhale, so that I have full breath for expressing the mantra. And then the last question came from another of our friends, came from Kim. And Kim said that she was experiencing some interesting physical things going on with her body during this mantra. She was experiencing a little tearing up, not emotional tearing up, but just her eyes were tearing. And she was also having the urge to yawn quite a bit, and having some burping coming up. So I think that all of these, there's no big mystery, no big Sanskrit or mantra mystery to any of these. I think these are just little normal, natural physicalities that we have, that we may go through during our practice. Sometimes I have a little bit of a burping bubbling up. I think it's just because of the air that we're intaking. Sometimes this, good morning, Sonia, or good evening, Sonia. I know that you're way, way, way across the world and it's evening time for you. So, so sometimes these things just bubble up. We may feel a little oxygen deprivation from time to time, and we need to yawn, or we bubble up a burp because of the breath a lot of breath that we're taking. I think the tearing up maybe just has to do with sometimes the eyes tear up when we keep them closed for a long time. So all of these are just normal parts of the physicality that we experience when we're moving through our mantra practices. So I hope I've answered all of your questions. I thought that I've been getting a lot of good back channel questions, and so I thought I'd answer them for all of us, because they may be questions that arise for many of us when we're doing our practice. So now we're ready to get going in our practice and experiencing all of that physicality, and hopefully we have come to a better understanding of the pace and the meter within this mantra. So we can take our mala. Itch the nose if we need to itch the nose, adjust the glasses, push the hair out of the way. I pull my hair back and still little stragglers pop down into my face. Close your eyes. And begin to create that fullness of breath for yourself. Try to allow yourself to have a full yogic breath. Something I've been referring to recently during this COVID thing is I've been calling this a full circumference breath. Because we not only want to get the breath way up into the top of our chest, but way down into the bottom of our lungs as well. Top of our lungs, which are up by the collarbones, down into the bottom of the lungs, which are down by the diaphragm. We want to breathe into our front body. We want to breathe into our back body. And we also want to include these side lungs, expanding the ribs out to the side. So allow yourself to experience that full circumference breathing. Getting the breath into all of those little recesses of the lungs. And then drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Soften your skin. Soften your muscles. And we'll take an inhale together to begin. Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. 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 Aum Śrīm Mitraya 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 Namaḥ. Śrīm Mitraya Namaḥ. Auṁ 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 Auṁ Śrīm Mitraya Namaḥ. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And that brings us to the end of our practice today. I hope that our little question and answer period in the beginning helps you a little bit more through your just kind of negotiating the physicality of our mantra. And tomorrow we'll get back to talking about some of the yamas and niyamas again. Not sure where we'll go tomorrow. I'll have to think about it, and we'll get into one of the yamas or niyamas that relate to this practice of harmonizing relationships. And it's not difficult to do because really the yamas and niyamas relate to everything in our lives. So easy to find a match. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day today. It's Friday. The weekend is here. Oh my gosh. Kind of feels funny because all the days run together. But anyway, the weekend is here tomorrow. Bye-bye.